why you were arrested initially?
Well, my daughter found that I'd been chatting to a girl.
How old?
I believe she was 14.
You know how old she is, Tim? Come on, let's be honest.
Yes, 14.
14, okay. So your daughter, you fell asleep, you said to me?
Yeah.
Sorry. I want to, I'm going to record the interaction, okay? That's so that you can't say you've hurt me, I can't say I've hurt you.
No.
Your name's Tim, we're in Salisbury, okay? We're from an online child protection team,
right.
okay? And we're here to discuss the chat logs that I've just shown you, okay, from a young lady. I don't want you to mention her name, alright? But we're going to ask you a few questions about your interactions with that young lady, and we're going to see where we go from there.
Right.
Okay, you understand everything I've said to you?
Yes.
Anything you can or can say can be used in a court of law. So tell me the truth. As I've just explained to you up there, the best thing to do is just be honest with us, okay? I don't want you to turn any fibs, all right?
Yeah.
We could. Right, I'm going to put this up here, okay?
Yeah.
So Tim, I'm going to start off by explaining a few things.
Yeah.
Okay, from the conversation that I've just had with you.
Yeah.
All right. You're on police bail.
Yeah.
You're in a bail hostel.
Well, it's not a bail hostel.
Like a sheltered accommodation, because you've been living rough because your wife wouldn't allow you back into the family house.
Correct.
Why was that? What did you do?
Because talking to teenage girls.
Okay. Can you explain to me how that came about?
What, me chatting?
Just walk this way a bit. It's the road noise is so loud.
Yeah.
Go on, if you just stand there. Go on, will you explain to me how it came about, why you were arrested initially?
Well, my daughter found that I'd been chatting to a girl.
How old?
I believe she was 14.
You know how old she is, Tim? Come on, let's be honest.
Yes, 14.
14, okay. So your daughter, you fell asleep, you said to me?
Yeah, like in the armchair.
You fell asleep in the armchair, chatting to a 14-year-old.
Yeah.
Your daughter's found it. She's given you an ultimatum, right?
Yeah.
What does she say? Hand yourself in, or?
She said, well, she went straight to my wife. And then they both said, well, we're going to have to confront this.
Yeah.
And you need to phone the police, or we will.
Okay, so you phoned the police?
I actually phoned them, but they took the phone off me. My wife took the phone off me straight away.
Okay, and she said, look, he's been talking to kids, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So you were held overnight, interviewed, released, and you were homeless for a couple of days?
For 3 nights.
3 nights. How long was it between obtaining the room here? How long was it between then and starting to communicate with the child I've just showed you the logs for there? How long was that? Days? Weeks? Couple of weeks.
Possibly a bit longer.
If you've just been reported by your family for communicating sexually with a child, and you lost your house, you were homeless, why would you start talking to another one?
I don't know. No, I shouldn't.
Yeah.
And I would like it not to be happening.
Would you say you've got a problem with it?
At the moment, I'd say yes.
With young children, sexually interested children?
I wouldn't say sex, but...
A sexual interest? Okay. Can you understand how, from our point of view, that would be quite concerning?
Damn it, yes.
Because for us, if you've suffered the worst possible outcome, right?
Yeah.
You've been made homeless, you're sleeping rough for 3 nights.
Yeah.
Did you not think that if you did this again, that might be the position that you'd be in, or you'd be further away from reconciling things with your family, for example?
Yes.
It's not good, is it?
It's not. It's absolute shit.
The problem I've got is reading through those chat logs. It's a little bit creepy, Tim, if I'm honest with you. You're quite creepy.
Yeah, I know. I shouldn't.
No.
I do hold up my hands, and I do.
Do you have any historical convictions for this?
No.
You lived like 10, 20 years ago?
No.
Because you've got a child yourself, right? You've got a daughter.
She's 22.
She's 22. How do you feel knowing that you've got, presumably you've raised a daughter, right? I've got 2 daughters.
Yeah.
You've raised a daughter. How would you feel if someone was talking to them the way that you've been talking to this child?
I would not be happy.
It's disgusting, isn't it?
Yeah, I know. I'm disgusted with myself.
Okay. What's the worst thing that you think that you've done to this child? The one that I showed you.
Perhaps saying something too sexy.
It's a bit worse than that, Tim.
Showing me privates.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about that a little bit? What have you been sending pictures of your penis, haven't you?
Why?
Why would you send a picture of your penis to a
I
14-year-old?
If I knew my mental state is not in a good place.
Don't blame your mental state. We've had a discussion and you've told me you've suffered in the past with depression.
Yeah.
Depression doesn't make you
want to do that
talk sexually to little kids, does it? That's weird, really weird, Tim.
This is me being... I wish I could stop.
Yeah.
I want to stop.
Yeah. But you can't.
I'm having a job, that's why I'm trying to get in touch with my mental health team.
Yeah.
To see if they can help me in any way.
Well, listen, I'll be honest with you, I couldn't care less about that or you.
No.
And all you've done is talk about yourself.
Yeah.
What I'm interested in is the damage it causes to children, okay?
That's, that
Which is
bad thing.
20 or 30, 50, 100 times more important than you, right?
Of course.
So have you ever given it a second's thought how it would damage these kids, how the kids end up feeling? For example, you've got a young 14-year-old girl, you don't know how mature she is, she has pictures of your penis that she doesn't ask for. How do you think she's going to feel trying to process that? Because she doesn't ask for these pictures of your penis. She doesn't lead you on in any way. You're chucking it in her face every day. How do you think she feels, Tim?
Not very good.
Not very good.
No, she probably felt uncomfortable.
I would say uncomfortable is putting it lightly.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know how that's...
Okay.
I'm not very good with...
Just to let you know what we're going to do now.
Yeah.
All right. So, Kev over there,
Yeah.
he's made a call to the police.
Yeah.
Police are going to turn up today.
Yeah.
They're going to review the evidence that we've got there.
Yeah.
Based on that fact that you've been sending pictures of your penis to children and, you know, sexually grooming them and stuff, you're going to be arrested again today. You're going to be taken to the police station.
Yeah.
Probably interviewed tomorrow, I would guess. It's a bank holiday. I don't know, maybe a couple of days. And they're gonna talk through what you've got there. And based on that, mate, you know, you're going to have to be honest. Okay, hold this and I'll do it for you. I believe the police are here.
That was quicker than expected. Are you more well known to the police than you're letting on? The fact that they got here within a couple of minutes?
No.
You sure?
Yeah, as far as I'm aware. I've had a drink driving years ago. I had... and other than this, it was...
So you've you said that you're not supposed to have any devices. Is a tablet one of those things that you're not supposed to have?
Well, it didn't say you couldn't have a device.
Right, you're just not supposed to have contact with
any...
Is there any apps that you're supposed to be excluded from? Not mentioning the name of the apps. They just said no communication with children. Because the police will be seizing any devices that you've got up there that connect to the internet. So have you ever received any indecent images of children before?
No.
Yeah.
No.
No, you draw the line at that.
I've never asked for any. Well,
let's tell the truth.
Yeah, I've possibly hinted.
You've not possibly hinted. You've outright asked.
I did, yes,
You've outright asked.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Sorry. You know exactly what I've been saying.
Yeah, and you do as well. So you need to be truthful.
So
You've been fairly truthful with us. You need to be completely truthful with the police. Bearing in mind you're on bail already.
Yeah.
This doesn't look good to begin with.
No.
So with you being honest with them,
yeah.
If you're not honest, they'll obviously find everything out, and it's just going to make it a hell of a lot worse for you.
Yeah.
So you know you've kind of lost a lot already. The little that you have got, try and hold on to that by being truthful. Yeah.
Yeah, but chances are I'm going to be arrested today. Then.
I would probably say yeah.
And the chances are that I could go to prison.
I would hope so. Yeah. If I'm honest.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
Yeah, you know, you've been arrested once before, you've been given conditions, you've ignored those conditions.
So,
if you're left to your own devices, then, you know, where's this going to escalate to?
I don't want it to escalate any further.
Nor do we, which is why we're here.
And this is why...
Yeah, this is your intervention, isn't it?
Yeah.
You're worried about yourself, but what about the children?
I'm worried about everything.
What about kids?
Yeah, I'm sorry that I've put them through it.
Are you, or are you sorry you've been caught?
No, I'm sorry. Honestly, I am sorry.
You need help, don't you, Tim?
Sorry?
You need help, don't you?
Yes. Yes. More than I realised.
I think you probably should have realised
That before,
when
yes.
your wife told you that you weren't allowed back into your family home.
Yeah.
I think that probably would have been quite an obvious starting point. To be honest with you, quite an obvious starting point is when you started messaging a child in the first place.
Yeah.
You know, that's when it went too far. You know,
Yeah.
getting arrested is just, you know, a bit of collateral damage along the way. You shouldn't have messaged anyone in the first place. You know.
No.
How long would you say you've had a sexual attraction to children?
I suppose 2-3 years.
2-3 years.
Yeah.
And when was it you first got arrested?
30th of October this year.
So you managed to go.
Recently then.
Sorry? Yes.
Recently.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So you did manage to go 2-3 years without
Yeah,
being
I
detected.
I wasn't messaging.
Oh, it's just thoughts in your head up until then, and then once you acted on it, you got caught straight away.
Yeah, yeah.
So how many other children have you been talking to
Probably 3.
since you've been arrested?
No.
Prior to that,
That's including.
including the one you got
Yeah,
arrested
yeah.
for.
And
At the
this
time, there was 3
one
or
other
so.
a couple of years back.
Right. So
That
so
one-
it's
that
never
one-
any before to
that-
a few, and now one a few years back as well.
Yeah, yeah.
You've got a daughter, haven't you, Tim?
Yes.
How do you feel?
I
Someone
don't
else
feel
was...
absolutely disgusted, and I'm now feeling that I should have processed that before I did anything like that I have been doing,
Yeah.
and I want to be free of it.
Yeah. You wasn't thinking with your head. You were thinking with your goodness, wasn't you?
I was thinking with something.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've seen it.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. Very. Yeah.
You should be grateful that it's us that have turned up and not a real child's parents.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
It would be very different, wouldn't it?
It could be. Yes.
oh,
Well,
it 100% would have been. Yeah.
Without a shadow of a doubt.
Yeah. So what do you think should happen to you now then, Tim? I mean, obviously, you know that the police are here. What do you think should happen? What should be the next steps with you?
I suppose logically I should be arrested.
That's a given. I'm
Yeah.
talking about in the near future, in the long future. Yeah. What
I
can
would
the
hope I could get the help to get me to stop this. And to be honest, I don't really want to go inside.
Nor do I.
No.
That's why I don't go around breaking the law. You know, it's,
And I have. So,
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's.
You'd be smiling a lot, didn't you?
Oh, I'm not. It's nerves.
Is it?
Yeah.
was you nervous when you was talking and grooming children on the internet? Was you laughing then?
No.
No, you took that very seriously. Maybe you should be taking this equally as
Sorry,
seriously.
I don't mean to be.
You know, these are all actions of, like, consequences of your actions.
Yeah.
There's only one person who's put themselves in this situation, isn't there?
Yeah, me.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Well, your 5 minutes of pleasure causes a lifetime of grief for the child. Yeah?
Yes.
Got to stop, hasn't it?
Yes. Definitely. Definitely.
Honesty is the best policy, especially
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. Well, last time when I was arrested, originally I was as honest as I could be, and I'll be as honest as I can be now.
Hope so.
Yes.
So, I mean, I have asked you once already, have you got any other devices apart from that tablet that you've spoken about already?
No, there is a phone up there.
There is a phone as well,
Yeah.
with a SIM card. It's all
No,
live
yeah,
connected to the internet.
It's got a SIM card, yes. Well, no, that's the one that I was using to message. So
Yeah.
you know that.
Yeah,
So
because a minute ago you said you didn't have a phone. So
yeah.
Yeah.
No, sorry.
Yeah.
I was just saying that.
I know you've said a lot of things. A lot of the stuff that we say, we know the answer to
Yes.
before we ask the question. So, you know, you're tripping yourself up. I'm just going to step back and let the police do their job.
So this is to...
I'm arresting you on suspicion of engaging in sexual activity with a child. Would you like to say anything that may not be questions? Anything you do say may be given evidence. The necessity for your arrest is proper and effective investigation to prevent accident injury. Alright, okay, do you understand why you've been arrested?
Yes.
Okay, right. So what's going to happen is we'll take you to Melksham.
Yeah.
Where you'll be interviewed about the alleged allegation, okay?
Yeah.
As long as you're going to be alright with me, I'm not going to put you in cuffs or anything. But if that changes, I will put them on. As long as you're alright with me, I'm going to be okay with you.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Let's get you to the van and then we'll get you sorted. Alright?
Cheers, guys.
You've got medication?
Yes.
Right. What sort of meds is it?
It's antidepressants.
So you're going to need it. So should we grab that? Yeah, it's off-chip going to take part.
Timmy.
Right, we'll get you set up. Thank you, guys. Just hang fire.
Yeah, we're not going anywhere. We're not going anywhere. Right. They are taking Tim away to go and get medication, painkillers from his room. I'm going to click it off now rather than wait for him to come out. It took him a while to come out. So that was Tim on bail in a kind of hostel place, you know, where they shelter homeless people. Kicked out the family home because his wife and daughter found out he'd been communicating sexually to a 14-year-old. Within 2 weeks of being in there, he's back talking to some more children. So quite a dangerous individual there. Really good police response time. Literally, it was about the second the phone got hung up, they were here. So that was a bit of a touch. Thanks for all the support, guys. We'll catch up with you later. See ya.